कर ये विज्ञान की दुनिया, ये लड़कियां इतनी जिद्दी कब से हो गई? दायरों को यूं तोड़ मरोड़ कर ये विज्ञान की दुनिया में शामिल कैसे हो गई? इसे समझने के लिए आपको एक जिद से मिलाती हूँ। ये जिद है कुछ अलग कर जाने की, जो तितलियों की तरह किसी एक मकाम पे नहीं ठहरती है। ये तो बस एक से दूसरी जगह छलांगे मारती रहती है, जैसे किसी एक की उड़ने की जिद ने कई नन्ही कलियों को सितारों को छूने का सपना दिखाया। जैसे किसी एक के कुछ नया खोजने की जिद ने नामुमकिन को मुमकिन बनाने का साहस दिलाया। किसी की मदद करने की जिद ने हजारों लड़कियों को दूसरों की जान बचाने का हौसला दिलाया, और किसी के इंसान को चांद पे पहुंच जाने की जिद ने हमारे लिए दुनिया से बाहर जाने का रास्ता बनाया। हजारों सवाल और लाखों मुश्किलों को पार कर ये जिद हम लड़कियों के दिल की धड़कन बन जाती है। कुछ अलग करने की जिद कुछ बड़ा काम कर जाती है, हौसला दिलाती है। यूं तो नकल करना बात बुरी है, पर नकल करती ये जिद ही है, हम सबको उनके साथ आगे ले जाती है।
Now, when we are talking about that, the ladies, I mean the women folk, they are still confined to the certain boundaries. We will have to break this stereotype. First of all, we will have to challenge ourselves. We will have to empower the women folk. Now, when I talk about this, the see, we are talking about the sustainable growth. So when I'm talking about the water unites us, so this is where the sustainable growth, development goal number 6 comes in. Wherein we are talking about the clean and clean drinking water, wherein we were talking about. Now, when I'm talking about the diversity, we keep saying that women, can do everything, but again we confine ourselves by saying that maybe somewhere the women folk, the lady folk, the gender ratio comes in, they pops in. But we should not forget the part that all good scientists, if we talk about India as well, the first female plant scientist who was uh, her name was Janaki Amal, right? She was one lady who actually worked for the biodiversity. She came out with the hybrid species, right? Then we talk about Catherine Johnson, the NASA employee. We talk about Marie Curie. All these ladies have actually, the women have talked about, they have worked in different areas, which is again the science. The science will never, let us depart from the main goal. So now, when I'm talking about how do we, help women, so the very role of the government also pops in. The financial incentives, we say empower women, empower, but how do we empower them? That financial independence, the way we support, the way we means that the government, how it is supporting the women folk. Are the grants being given to them? A monetary support being given to them? How do they come out of their shells? So yes, we do agree that in the recent last 5 to 6 years, the government has worked towards, financial independence for the women. Here, what I would like to emphasize again is that women should not be only the beneficiaries. The time has come that they need to be the change agents. And now, how can be the change agents? We will have to devote time for them. Education. How do we ensure that the women is again on the forefront? The role of the government again comes in. Are we educating our the girl child? This COVID pandemic has taken the leap bound, I would say, the race above, wherein this generation is again lacking in many things. So how is the government empowering the small kids, the girl child? Diversity. We talk about the women in the corporate sector, diverse workforce, but are we actually implementing that? How are the HR policies for them? Are we actually helping our women who are on the maternity leave, on the sabbatical leave, study leaves? What all we can do for them? That is where, if we try to compress all this into a funnel, so definitely the nation is bound to improve. Over.
Very right. Very right, Radhika. You said very well that we have to look into the policies. The government must look into the matter. We cannot do alone things actually. Thing is that we, as we discussed about the situation on pandemic, in the pandemic situation, it was a very adverse and pressure situation for everybody. Every home had become a pressure cooker, and especially for the females, they had to work at home and they had to take care of everything 24 hours, 24 into 7.
Yes.
They had to take care of everything. So it was a big challenge for them. Same as in India, so many people are, see, we cannot forget the Kalpana and people who have worked extraordinary in the different field of science basically. But that is much beyond, and that of we have to grow from. Right. So some very strong people with a strong conviction, females with a strong conviction, they have break their shells and they have grown. But if we talk about the lot, the people are, the females are still caged. Still they are fighting for their rights. Still they are fighting to come up with actual what they are basically. Right. So same as in work culture, I would like to ask Shweta. So Shweta, are you there? Shweta, I think Shweta is there. Yeah, Shweta is there. Shweta, what do you think that's how this diversity should be taken care of? How this diversified thing should be taken? Said the people are coming from different culture, different places, and because of that, the discrimination is being done basically. So that is one basic issue. You are from say Bihar, and there is some MTI. We talk about Radhika. That is a mother tongue impact basically. So
Yeah.
most of the time it's so happen that people who are from different regions, they are the people from say West Bengal. They have a bit different accent to express themselves in the language basically. So on the basis of that, they are being kept somewhere backside of the stage because they are not able to express, or they are able to express, but they are the conversation they do, the language they use basically sometimes is not accepted as it is being done in the North India basically. So what challenges you have faced and how you have come over that. And because you are also staying in this Delhi NCR region for a long period of time, if I remember, and you are also so that's what I want your view of point, your point of view basically.
Yes, sir. I have. Thank you, sir, for making me present this view of mine. I have faced lots of challenges when I came from Bihar to here because I was having dialect problems, and I was mocked also. Some of the colleagues of mine made fun of me also. But one thing was that knowledge empowers you. If you have knowledge, then you can pass on any of the hurdles which is coming to your in your path. So if you have knowledge, so to by knowledge and by my what you say my way of dealing with things, that took everything very lightly. If some of my colleagues stopped me or mocked at me, I took it very lightly. I did not pay any heed to that.
So
And that,
is it a right way to handle the situation?
yes, I think it is a right way, because going into that is will not make any sense. If you will be gaining knowledge, ultimately everything will be empowered, and all this.
Publish your you have very good the research papers. You have recently Scopus research papers I was going through. You have two patent with you right now. So
Yes.
intellectual properties you are having a high quality. But
Yes.
with this linguistic, this is not a. I am just not indicating or just not
Yes, sir.
propagating it out. Just I want to know that because so many people are different places right now, they are listening you out, and that you are a proven person. You have proved yourself, right? So
Yes.
that is what my concern is always there. So what, how, what you will be suggesting to the today's girls or today's women, that how they should proceed and how they should come over that.
I should suggest all my students and all my girl colleagues who are listening to this workshop is that you should bind your work and don't pay heed to all these things. There is a very nice saying in Hindi that hathi chale bazaar, on that. So be in that attitude. Don't give up. Don't get demoralized. Because 90% of the people around you try to let you down. So be focused on the work and do whatever you are doing, and don't pay heed to all these things. As far as
I
Very
would like
right.
to add up to what Shweta madam said.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So yes, if the MTI or the dialect plays a challenge
Yes,
today, so maybe we were at the times, when I guess it was an era back.
yes, ma'am.
Today's girl, I think they're more empowered than us.
Yes,
Today's the time that they need to come out of their shackles. MTI, I would just like to give one suggestion to all problem. There are various courses, short-term modules that are already available with us.
yes, ma'am. That is something different. Yeah, you are suggesting very nice thing. But
Yeah,
even though you are having, that is not your problem. It is your mother tongue, actually.
mother tongue.
That
Yes,
cannot be
and
changed.
there are few strategies also to to overcome that MTI. So there have been n number of, because in even in my institute we are working with this MTI problem, because you're very much right, Shweta ma'am, that it becomes a problem when the people come for the placements,
Yes.
right? So we are working on that for our students as well.
It Back that time, they through their knowledge, supposing a student is doing BTech, and he or she is having dialect problem, and if he or she is very good in studies, that doesn't matter. And obviously, up to the end of the stage, they will overcome this dialect problem. As far
Very
as
right, Shweta. Shweta, very right. I would like to address this. We have to uh, we have to talk to about it. We have to initiate a campaign to the companies, actually to the corporates, where the language should not be barricade for a skill. Basically, I always say that language, any language is a medium only. So medium cannot be the decisive factor for the selection of a person. They have to judge the skills basically. So where the communication skills are important, of course there should be taken care of, right? But where some other skill set is required, suppose a person is required to write a program in Python, or he has to work on any machine, then communication, direct spoken communication is not mattering a lot. So judging a person on the basis of a language or a medium which hindering to express his skills, which is actually worthless talking about. So what I always, and that is a very valid point, if any skill has to be evaluated, we have to talk about the skill. You cannot talk on, you cannot judge on the other skill. If we have to judge a person in maths, you cannot ask a question in Hindi or Hindi question basically. So it is something like that. You are asking, you want to know the person is equipped with the Python or C++, and you want the answer should be given in English and appropriate and effective communication in. So say we have to promote to the corporates also, because corporates, they are also stuck to all these things. The actually in practical what's to happen, of course the written literature is always in English. Most of the time the most frequent available literature is in, or the content is in English. But if we talk about the corporate world where we work, so after entry level interview, and in the northern region, in the northern region of India especially I'm talking about, though most of the time we all conversate in Hindi. So judging a person on English is totally an absurd idea. But people are following it. So we have to come. I had conducted that workshop once, not it's a seminar with the corporate people, and we discussed about it. Why you people are just focusing on the English? Of course, if that sort of job profile is there, then you must look forward that. So these are the things which have to take care of, right? But that is there, and of course, if something could be reduced with by any technique, that must be taken care of to sharp your skill, any skill, whether it is communication or any skill. So one more thing I always come across, that is a gender discrimination. Radhika, I would see gender discrimination, gender racism, gender discrimination. See, work on the basis of gender. Sometimes it is being allocated. Sometimes it is being, the females are being kept backside because they are female and they are not assigned that tougher job. But although they have performed in their previous works of previous assignments, even then people hesitate to hand over the complete portfolio. They always assign a male person shoulder to shoulder with her to get the work done with him. So the decisions are shared. The complete outcome of that female literate and capable female is unable to come out. So how that has to be taken care of? I think this is a question must be addressed, because a lot of youngsters are have joined this webinar, and they are listening to you, and you are the experienced person to handle it out. Manisha, I will also be coming to you for this question because you are also handling this out.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Deepti ma'am is there.
Okay.
Deepti Sharma ma'am is there, sir. Yeah.
So, Radhika, I would like to have your response on this. Then I will come to Deepti.
Right. So now talking about the gender, first of all, the youngsters need to understand that in today's millennium, there is no word like gender. Everything is equal. That is where we are talking about the equality. So now it is something in the mind that needs to come out. We are no less than anybody. Till the time we understand this thing, I think wo cheez nahi chal payegi. We need to understand, if we are investing in ourselves, if our parents are investing in our education, that means we are somewhere moving towards the future, bright future India. first. Second, if something is stopping us, right, to come out, there are ways to tackle all those situations. The corporates these days, the differences, the gender differences has almost gone. If I talk about myself, as a person in the institute, I think I am running the administration, I am running the teaching part, I am running the academics. So it is where you need to just, you cannot work in isolation. Male members will definitely be there, but wherever you get the opportunity, you need to grab that without even thinking ki acha I am a female, shayad main nahi kar sakti. We can do everything, right? Education is one thing that all girls sitting over here, all youngsters sitting over here need to understand. अगर हम पढ़ लिख जाते हैं, we become financially independent. Financial independence जैसे हमें मिलने शुरू होती है, our confidence builds up. Confidence कैसे build up होगा? Not only through academics, but through various, you can say, skill enhancement, corporate readiness programs, which talks about, aptitude building. It talks about your business communication. How do you communicate? Public speaking. How do you overcome your stage fear? ये सारी चीजें, if you start developing from the very childhood, आप classes में participate करो, come out of your things. अब आज के टाइम पे everybody is on online platform. हम पढ़ाई भी कर रहे हैं, we're doing it online. Participate, talk. Wherever you need to give suggestions, do it. Grab it. You might have different opinions. Difference in the opinions is always good. You should have difference of opinions. Once you start, justifying, talking on the rationality, you come out of those things. You do not become the puppets in the hand of the male folk. We need to create our own identity. We need to understand that, yes, we have our own individual personality, which with passing time, we need to evolve every day. And moreover, when we talk about the gender sensitization, there are various programs, workshops that are going on for the kids. We should we must participate in those workshops. And these workshops these days are being conducted free of cost. So if Harshit sir, if there is any WhatsApp group or something, I usually keep getting the these invitations for the kids. So I can always share for the students who are there.
We do have actually the objective of this platform is to associate and unite people from different fraternity so that we can work together, think together, and do good for the society, right? So right. Very well said. Two things you have added that is very, very important right now to understand by all the people, that education is very important. But very most important is what? That is, you have to come out of your fear. You have to see, I always say, ye chahe Radhika ho ya Manisha ho, we always used to say all the time, once we have come out for the work, we are the professionals. We cannot discriminate people on the basis of genders, basically. I never discriminated. They have worked with me shoulder to shoulder. I have worked with them, and we are very much open to talk anything. But we know that we are the professional and we are professionally associated. So that is what we have to understand, that we are the professional, and this education is the tool which takes you from these cakes. What you have to do, one thing she has added that is very, very important. Once you are financially independent, you are independent in all matters, I tell you. You can take your decisions on your own. The most important thing which makes a person a real person, basically. You are not dependent for your decisions. Ki main yahan jaun, ki na jaun, can I do this? Can't I do this? Because you will be out of those barricades. You can live life freely once you are financially independent. And for being financially independent, you must have good skills, good learning habits, and you have to come up over these barricades. All these things are the myths, actually. Myths of our minds, right? We have to just break it and come up. That's it. That's I always say to the young girls, basically. And I am very happy and proud to the today's generation, Radhika, that they are really doing very good. These girls, youngsters are doing extraordinarily good. Their personality is very composed. They have very clear mindset what they have to do. They are very much focused. What is required, that will come with the time. That is a experience and exposure, and that will definitely come with the time, right? But the struggle you people have done, or we people have done, basically, I don't think that struggle they have to face, because the previous generation, see, this is the previous generation to us. So we have faced that problem, and that's why they are free to do anything.
Yes.
Now the next generation will be better. So I always say this society is going in a relay race actually. What what our parents would have faced, they had, that was a much struggle time. Then we came in the picture, we fought that out, and we came up, and now they have come out of that. Now it is a growth for the society, Indian society, basically. And I don't know I will be there or not in next 20-25 years. This generation will be dominating. The females will be dominating.
Yeah,
Oh, I tell you.
Yes, sir. Females will be dominated.
That will happen. That will happen. The way they have proved themselves in different areas, basically, that is tremendous and extraordinary. And they are keep on thinking, they are not yet satisfied with their achievements, with their incredible achievements. That is what, see, in the field of science, in the field of different areas, they have done extraordinary job. So now I would like to welcome Deepti. Deepti Sharma has joined. She is another important panelist with us. She was busy, and so she could join a bit late, right? So Deepti is HOD with KCC, Greater Noida, in computer science department, and she's also taking care of law, right? And Deepti, thanks a lot for joining us for this event actually. And I wish that you have gone through the entire conversation we are going. So what you think about how to we have discussed about this equity and diversity. So let's articulate it. How we can articulate, how we can say, how we can just infuse these things together to let the society go ahead with the females.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you, Dr. Manisha, for inviting me to this wonderful event. So I just want to quote some things about this wonderful event, which is the International Day of Women and Girls. I just want to quote that females. First thing, that females are very much involved in these scientific events or scientific activities, and in research also. See, females have a very strong point in their logical aspects, which is definitely better than the males. I have gone through some of the comments of students that why they dominate. I have seen some comments. So I want to clarify this thing, that women never want to dominate, and they just want to clear the concepts to the men. And if they are on the receptive end, if they want to receive the things, they will definitely understand the things. So together, man and woman can lead the world, and women definitely have some strong points in their rationality, in their to understand the concept, to organize the things. They have a very good capability to manage the things. They are very good multitaskers. So women have a very no concern. They have freedom, and it is on up to them how to get the freedom of the things, right? And we have the examples of many females who came from a very rural areas, who came from a very lower perspectives, and they achieved very good things. So we can say that females have many capabilities, and if we say why females are good scientists, good researchers, they are They are very much involved in research works, and they only because they have logical capabilities, right? So this is all about I want to say, and I invite the next speaker to say something about it.
Very right, Deepti. Very right. One point you have raised, that is that must be raised, and that is the how. See, actually, we are living in urban area basically. Shweta, you must agree. Manisha, you must agree that we are all living in the urban area. We are all living surrounded with the facilities and everything, right? But there are the girls girls and the women who are still in the village area. And India is a country which is more than 65% village is still, right? India cannot be completed as India till we are not including its village life, its rural area. And the big population of India and Indian women are living in villages. And their life, you see the hard work they are putting in villages. That is hard to believe, I tell you. The hard to believe. I have seen very closely, and the girls in villages wishes to come up, and they have come up, but still the roads are not very smooth for them. The obstacles are on and on, because they have to see there are the limited learning for them. The limited orthodox schooling is there. They have to go far away. They are not accessible to the technology, right? They are not able to get the right information. They are not able to get the good skillful courses, right? So the challenges for them, see, we can think and we can get, but it's not for them. It's not that easy for them. If they think they have to fight, and they have to ask, they have to take so many permissions, so many things they are included in, so that how these girl child, they have the equal right. Once we are talking about the equity, so they have the equal right to grow, to excel themselves, to show their potential to the world, and they have it. We have the number of examples which have those who have come out, they have proved themselves to the world. Yes, they have their dignity, they have their values, they can do much better than others. So what should be the way to take them to the mainstream, actually, to the mainstream of development, to the growth? What you say about Radhika? Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think there is some issue with
Yes, sir.
all cameras almost shut down all together. Radhika, are you there? I think it's some issue with the net with their side. So Manisha, are you there? Shweta, can you put some light on this?
So,
Am I audible?
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
you are.
Yes, yes.
Now you are audible, Radhika.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I lost my connectivity. If you could just
Yeah, I
repeat
got
the
it.
question.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it was just all of a sudden lost. Yeah.
Yes. If you could just repeat the question, I mean the discussion point.
Yeah, it was simple. Just what we should do, or what suggestions which should come forward for the girls staying in the rural areas, or girls who are in rural area, they want to come up, and there are so many barricades and issues with them because of the family, because of the orthodox systems, because they are very much in the family life, and they are being put into that, they are being barricaded that, and there are so many obstacles. And
Yeah, I understood.
Yeah.
So Harshit sir, I think it is not only about the rural sector. It is also about the urban people over here who are again, downtrodden people living in the poorer sections of the society. Once we are talking about the people in the rural sector, rural sections of our society, one important thing that comes out again is that literacy part on their part of the parents. The parents themselves are, I would rather say it would be a little bit a harder term, maybe an uneducated illiterate, wherein they like to keep their women, I mean the girl folk, inside the four walls of the house. If you talk about the boys, they are very much open to let them go wherever they want. Girls, if they stay in one confined area for just looking after the cattle herd, all that stuff, so obviously where will they grow apart from? How will their mind evolve? We keep saying that elementary education is free of cost, government is giving us, but till the time the adult education is given to these villagers, जब तक वो नहीं समझेंगे कि कितने इंपॉर्टेंट है पढ़ाई, आई थिंक दे विल नेवर बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि गर्ल चाइल्ड को पढ़ाना कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है.
What I think, Radhika, that I am always more inclined towards the moral education of the people rather than an orthodox basic education. See, yes. Writing, learning, that is not going to improve the mindset of the people of the rural area. What is important? Their mindset has to be changed. They have to understand the world has not changed. Though everything is available on click of mouse, and they have to allow. I always say, if a boy is being taught or in studies, basically he just nurture himself his family 2+2. But if a female gets learned, is being taught, she actually teaches. She is a root for teaching entire of the next race of their family. So that the actual value systems comes from the female in children.
Yes.
So that has to be given to the people rather. That is very right point you have said. Teaching girl is next stage. Before that, we have to teach to the parents, to the previous generation. They should leave. Female is equally important than male. दोनों की इज्जत बराबर है. आपके लिए मेल भी बराबर है, आपके लिए फीमेल भी बराबर है. आपकी इज्जत बॉय से भी है, आपकी इज्जत गर्ल से भी है. अगर आपके बाहर बच्चे को, लड़के को कुछ होता है तो भी आपको जो हर्ट होता है उतना ही आपकी लड़की को हर्ट होता है. So दोनों केस में the both are the kids of yours. So both should be given the same privilege, same values.
But adding to this, Harshit sir, one more point. Parents, the village parents, they are very much aware. Awareness level is not poor. Awareness.
It's not a matter of being awareness actually. It's a matter of adopting the things.
Right.
You are very good at talking in a public place. I am this, I am that, and this. But once it comes to me, my daughter, how I behave, that matters actually.
Because
so
every villager knows that a girl should not be married before 18 years. But yes. even then, 14-15 saal mein, they start looking for the boy. Why don't they do this for their boy child? क्यों लड़कों की शादी 21 साल तक वो वेट कर लेते हैं?
Very right.
So that is where the mindset.
Because what so happened? 21 साल का लड़का हो जाता है, उसको बीटेक करा दिया तो उसको बड़ा दहेज मिलता है.
Yes.
So that's why it's make them wait for, and girls are being
right, and that is
those things has to be taught to the people actually. Boys are not their investment and girls are not their liabilities.
Exactly.
Both are their assets, and both of them has to be grown at equal level. That is my concern. That is always my worry. I am not seeing any villager as a poor. They are rich enough. They have everything. They have land. They are very solid inside financially.
But actually, some parents.
They are strong enough, but the mindset has to be drastically changed. And for that, what is this conventional learning teaching will not help. I tell you,
It will not help.
It will not help at all. ये
want to
जितना पढ़ा ले हम लोग वो नहीं होगा जब तक हमारी बच्चियां, गांव की बच्चियां खुद बाहर निकल के नहीं आएंगी. They have to fight for themselves, I tell you. I always see and think about it. They have to fight themselves. We have to help these kids. इन बच्चियों को हम लोग को help करना है कि they come out, they fight and they grow. They become the example for their region, for their area. You see, Mr. पासवान की लड़की ने आज ये कर लिया, उस गांव से थी, वो पूरे रीजन में प्रोपोगेट होता है, एग्जाम्पल सेट हो जाता है और सब लोग भेजते हैं. द ओनली वे इज टू चेंज द माइंडसेट ऑफ द रूरल एरिया. आई जस्ट फाइंड दिस. याशिका, डू यू थिंक सो? शुभाशी, शुभी, डू यू थिंक सो?
Yes, sir.
Shubhi is from Bihar, actually.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good
ये
evening,
बात नहीं
everyone.
सर, आपको चली जाएगी don't worry.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm very worried for. और आप लोगों की शब्दों को सुन के मैं बहुत अप्रिशिएट हो रही हूँ. मैं काफ़ी देर से कहने की कोशिश कर रही थी बट स्टिल मैं माइक को ऑन नहीं कर रही थी. राधिका मैम, श्वेता मैम, हर्षित सर एंड मनीषा मैम, आप लोग जो भी बोल रहे हो ये काफ़ी अवेयर कर रही है पेरेंट्स को और आई विश कि सभी लोगों के लिए ये बातें काफ़ी हेल्पफुल हो. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you. Manisha, what do you think about? तुम क्या कहते हो?
सर मैं तो बिल्कुल जाती हूँ सर. सारे ही राधिका मैम, श्वेता मैम एंड दीप्ति मैम, आप बिल्कुल परफेक्ट बोल रहे. सबसे पहला हमारा पिलर होना चाहिए पेरेंट्स का ही. अगर पेरेंट्स का माइंड सेट चेंज हो जाए ना कि नहीं हमें सिर्फ अपने बॉयज पे फोकस करना है, हम कहाँ इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, रिटर्न करना नहीं सोच सकता है, बिल्कुल चेंज हो सकता है. और खासकर राजस्थान को आज भी ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं जहां पर ये एक गंदी अपनी सोच को लेकर वो लोग चल रहे हैं, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. बट तब भी हमारे गवर्नमेंट इतना ज्यादा चेंजेस कर रही है चीजों में, इतना वेयर करा रही है कि हाँ बहुत ज्यादा डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है. डे बाय डे जरूरी है कि पेरेंट्स को समझना बहुत जरूरी है, जो कि हम अपने कॉलेजेस में भी हर डेली बेसिस पर देखते हैं कि ये चीजें देखने को मिलती हैं, यूजुअली देखने को मिल जाती है. हमारे घर में मेड्स आती हैं, उनकी भी एक यही सोच है, नहीं अगर बच्चा है तो स्कूल में डाल दो बेटा है, बट अगर उसकी गर्ल्स है तो काम पे लगा दो. ये सभी के घर में मेड्स होती है, डेली मेड्स. ये सोच है जिनको हम लोग चेंज करते हैं, काउंसलिंग करते हैं, उनसे डेली बात करते हैं, उनको बताते हैं नहीं भाई ऐसा नहीं ऐसा. तो ये एक फैक्ट है, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है. सभी लोग बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं और करना भी हम लोग को ही पड़ेगा. अगर सब लोग इनिशिएट लेंगे तो ये चेंजेस हो जाएंगे.
See, this is what I think. It's a very healthy session going on, and we have gone through a very we see so many points, good points have been put on, right?
Sir, I have a question. I have a question.
Tell me. Tell me.
I have a question, sir. कि like we all know कि education बहुत important है and आज की डेट में females ले भी रही हैं. बट सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन आता है कि जब हम उस चीज के लिए आगे बढ़ते हैं तो समवेयर एक प्रेशर फीमेल के ऊपर ही आता है, यू हैव टू सेक्रीफाइस. और इफ अगर आपको जॉब करनी है तो वो आपको अपने हिसाब से एडजस्ट करनी है, आपको फैमिली भी देखनी है और आपको अपना देखना है. मतलब समवेयर फीमेल के ऊपर होता है और एक कंटिन्यूस एक फाइट रहती है. बहुत रेयर फैमिलीज होती हैं जो इस चीज को सपोर्ट करती हैं. लाइक एक कॉमन होता है, अगर एक फीमेल जॉब कर रही है तो पीछे से डेफिनेटली कमेंट आता होगा कि इसको पैसों की इतनी पड़ी है कि बच्चा पीछे छोड़ जाती है. इट हैपेंस. आई थिंक ये जो वर्किंग फीमेल्स हैं ये सभी कहीं ना कहीं फेस करती होंगी. तो ये सारा प्रेशर एक फीमेल के ऊपर ही होता है, स्पेशली बेबीज.
I would like to tell you, Kanchan, one thing I would like to add. See, people talk. वो कहते हैं ना, अभी श्वेता ने बोला था कि जब हाथी चलता है तो कुत्ते भौंकते हैं. तो never care about them. Never care about them. One thing I tell you, the most important thing is conviction. अगर एक मेल का it is the equal responsibility of male and female to run their family smoothly. It is not possible in today's scenario. I tell you, it is not possible practically to run family smoothly for a middle class people, husband, wife, until both of them are not working. One thing. So it is equally important for both. And I am sure those who are working, the male and female in the family, husband and wife, both are working. Husband always support most of the time that female, that wife must work. He knows very well. He, by his earning alone, he cannot run the show. Am I right, Radhika, or not?
Yes, ekdam true, sir. Very, very, very well said. And I think
Yes,
the
support. See, what the problem of yours, your problem is related to the previous generation actually. Your parents are not, your means the parents of such girls are not allowing because of their mindset. And that's what we are discussing about, that you have to fight on your own. See, this is a fight for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. But you have to stick. All the girls have to stick and be rigid. That you have to grow, you have to excel yourself. See, these barricades will be broken and you will lead a better life. अगर तुमने आज नहीं किया या आज उन लड़कियों ने नहीं किया तो जिंदगी भर सफर करेंगे, और अगर कर लिया, सिर्फ it's a matter of 2 to 3 or 5 years matter, and they will all understand the value as well as the importance of working of yours. See,
Sir, that
and one more thing, I always believe that the gender discrimination in India is why it was, or anywhere it was, just because a major reason, the major factor, that male were generating or the producing person and the female was serving. But now both the people are generating. So that gender discrimination has already been obsoleting. So come out those mindsets. Don't be in a comfort zone. Fight for yourself. That is very important.
सर माय क्वेश्चन वाज कि मेल्स को ये राइट मिलते हैं, फीमेल्स को भी राइट मिलते हैं, बट जो मैं ये नहीं कहती हूँ कि ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, फीमेल्स को सपोर्ट नहीं किया जा रहा है, बट वो एक बहुत छोटे लेवल पे है. सो हम इस गैप को कैसे फिल कर सकते हैं? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि हाउ कैन वी फिल दैट गैप, व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन फॉर इट? वी आर हियर गर्ल्स एंड देयर अचीवमेंट.
कंचन मैम देखो, खुद ना कई बार ना खुद स्टैंड लेना पड़ता है, खुद ही हमको स्टैंड लेना पड़ेगा, अपने पेरेंट्स को समझाना पड़ेगा, उनको बताना पड़ेगा, तभी हो सकती है चीजें. अगर हम ये सोचे कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, अपने आप ही पेरेंट्स को ड्रीम आएगा, अपने आप ही पेरेंट्स समझ जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता. कई बार बताना पड़ता है, समझाना पड़ता है, तब जाके चीजें होती हैं. और ये बिल्कुल फैक्ट है, हमें ही लेना पड़ेगा, चाहे वो आफ्टर मैरिज हो या फिर बिफोर मैरिज हो. ये करना पड़ता है मैम, समझाना पड़ता है आपको, अपने साथ वालों को बताना पड़ता है.
Manisha is a big example, I tell you.
Yes.
Manisha is a big example. For last 12 years, Radhika, she is commuting from Ghaziabad to Faridabad, the most distance place, more than 70 kilometers per day, morning, evening, for her job. In between, she got married, she had kid, with the blessings of God, his son is 5 year plus old, but she never left thing for the change, or she never thought for the quitting the job. So she actually, that type of conviction is required to this generation. See, हम लोग की जो प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, या तो उनको बड़ा बना दो, जिंदगी भर रोते रहो, या प्रॉब्लम को छोटा कर दो और अपनी ड्रीम्स को बड़ा बना दो. Then problems will reduce itself and dream will come true. So obstacles से ऊपर आना ही सॉल्यूशन है, याद रखो.
बट सर एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहूंगी सर, इसमें आपका सबसे बड़ा रोल है मेरी लाइफ में. मेरे फादर के बाद आप ही हो एक बहुत बड़े रोल मॉडल, कि जिससे मैं बहुत ज्यादा इंस्पायर हूँ, मोटिवेट हूँ. आपने मुझे बहुत गाइड करा है, और इतना जितना मैं आज तक आई हूँ, और आज भी आप जो कर रहे हैं, जिस तरीके से बताते हैं चीजें, जिस तरीके से गाइड करते हैं, रियली मेरे फादर नहीं है, बट शायद उसकी कहीं ना कहीं कमी आप उसको कंप्लीट करते हो. ये फैक्ट है, इट्स ट्रू रियली. और मैं इन सबसे कहूंगी जो आज जो इस मीटिंग में है ना, प्लीज मेरी बात पे फोकस करना, कि शायद सर जैसा नहीं मिल सकता कोई भी दूसरा, मुझे नहीं लगता, एक ही है.
और like that, she loves me a lot, so she is talking like that.
No, sir.
Unmute your mic.
कोई जेबी नॉलेज पार्क आज हमारे सर जेबी में नहीं है, पर पूरा जेबी नॉलेज पार्क मिस करता है. पल पल उनको, मतलब हर एक पार्ट पर उनको याद करता है कि सर होते तो ऐसा होता, सर होते तो वैसा होता. और हमने बहुत काम किया सर के साथ, जितने भी दिन करा, बहुत ज्यादा. मेरे और सर में तो फाइट भी होता था, पर सर तुरंत ही बुलाकर ठीक भी करते थे. ये भी मैं कहूंगी, डांटने पे और प्यार तो बहुत ही ज्यादा, बहुत अच्छे से, मतलब फिर मैं वही वर्ड रिपीट करूंगी, सर जैसा मेरे करियर में 15 इयर्स में मुझे नहीं मिले सर, बट इसीलिए मैं शायद कभी शायद
Let's come to
सर
the
का
point. It's an
Yeah.
International Women Day celebration.
yeah.
So,
Okay, sir.
Right now, I would our team has prepared some. Before that, I would like to conclude on the topic basically, and then I will ask Kanchan and the team. Basically, my team is there, the team of say 7 to 8 papers. Candidates, see, they are my team, my family. They have worked a lot for the different videos and all. So they have worked for that, and they have created some videos. So I would like to show, but the basic points I would like to tell, the Radhika has discussed about that we have to work for the skill set, we have to work for the independent, we have to be independent, the females have to be independent on their own. The education is very much important, it should be skill based. That the point she has showcased, actually these are the real and practical things which must be practiced to be independent in your life, right? Same as the Shweta, she talked about the MTI and how she came out of that. That is a real-time example we have, she and people are facing around. So whatever things, these are the primary things actually. See, let the people talk about your weakness. I always say one thing, let the people talk about your weakness. You stand on your strength, see how you will go ahead. You stand on your strength basically. Believe in your strengths. We all are the packets of goods and bads, strength and weaknesses. I always believe in the strength and take the strength of people. So just believe in your strength and go ahead. No obstacle will remain obstacle. And one more thing, that every challenge is an opportunity in life. So mark it. If you have the ability to convert your challenges into opportunity, you will always be winning. You will always be succeeding in the world. There will be a different name of yours in the world, right? So that's what it is, a good conversation. It's a strong and healthy conversation. Thanks a lot for the panelists and the guests. It's not the end. Right now, I would like to Kanchan or who is Gaurav. I think he will be playing the next video. What is all about? Please, Kanchan, go ahead with that.
Kaushal, can we have the video, please?
Kanchan ma'am, are you well?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, Agni smiled.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about the legendary Indian women and their invaluable contribution in the field of science and technology. नमस्कार, आज मैं आप सभी के समक्ष उन महान भारतीय महिलाओं की बात करने जा रही हूँ जिनका विज्ञान तथा तकनीकी क्षेत्र में खूब योगदान रहा। तो चलिए बात कर लेते हैं कादम्बिनी गांगुली जी की। Kadambini Ganguly was the first female graduate of the British Empire and physician of South Asia. She trained in Western medicine at Calcutta Medical College and graduated in 1886. Now coming to Anandi Gopal Joshi ji. ये हमारे भारत की दूसरी महिला बनी जिन्होंने वेस्टर्न मेडिसिन में डिग्री हासिल करी। She graduated from Women Medical College in Philadelphia, USA. She is the first Indian women doctors to learn and practice Western medicine at the age of 21. तो चलिए बात करते हैं अन्ना मनी जी की। यह एक मेट्रोलॉजिस्ट थी। इनका मेट्रोलॉजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन की फील्ड में बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा। She studied meteorological instruments at the Imperial College London, and after returning to India in 1948, she joined meteorological department in Pune. Now coming to Rajeshwari Chatterjee. यह हमारे भारत की पहली महिला साइंटिस्ट बनी। She took an MS degree in electrical engineering from Michigan University, USA in 1949. She retired as professor and chairperson of the Department of Electro Communication Engineering, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. तो बात कर लेते हैं कल्पना चावला जी की. इन्हें कौन नहीं जानता. She was the first Indian American astronaut and first Indian woman in space. The NASA chief called her a terrific astronaut. On February 1, 2003, the US Space Shuttle Columbia with a 7-member crew that included Chawla, 41 disintegrated in flames over Central Texas shortly before it was scheduled to land at Cape Canaveral in Florida. Now coming to Darshan Raganathan ji, यह अपने बायो ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री के कार्य से भी जानी जाती हैं. She is noted for her work in supermolecular assemblies, molecular design, chemical simulation of key biological processes, synthesis of functional hybrid peptides, and synthesis of nanotubes. तो बात करते हैं परमजीत खुराना जी की. परमजीत खुराना is known for inventing all-weather seeds. इन्होंने कृषि क्षेत्र में एक नई लहर ला दी. She developed hybrid strains of mulberry, wheat, and rice that are drought resistant, can withstand heat, and have a higher UV radiation capacity, thus helping farmers who depend on weather conditions for their crops. Now coming to Usha Barwale Zairji. She produced India's first genetically modified food, the Botany Brinjal. She is the joint director of research at Maharashtri Hybrid Seed Company Limited in Jalna, and one of the most sought after researcher in the field of botany. तो बात करते हैं शुभा टोले जी की. ये अपने न्यूरोसाइंस की फील्ड में दिए गए योगदान के लिए जानी जाती हैं. She was a recipient of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize in 2010 and currently works at Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. तो चलिए बात करते हैं डॉक्टर सुमन सहाय जी की. She is the founder of the Gene Campaign in India. Dr. Sahai is the brains and the brawn behind the patent campaign for Azadi Rachta, Indica, and turmeric. She believes that nature's technology can meet the needs of humanity. तो चलिए बात करते हैं चारुसीता चक्रवर्ती जी की. Charusita is known for her work on the basis of molecules and effects of change in molecular base on DNA proteins. She has also worked on classical and quantum Monte Carlo, molecular dynamics, and structure and dynamics of liquids. Her research work on her Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize and B.M. Birla Science Award. She worked as chemistry professor at IIT Delhi. So these are the legendary women from India who made their career in the field of science and technology. Thank you.
अब बात करते हैं अभी फीमेल्स के द्वारा लिए गए रिसेंट अचीवमेंट के बारे में, जो है चंद्रयान 2. उसकी सक्सेस को हम सभी कैसे भूल सकते हैं. उस सक्सेस के पीछे 2 फीमेल्स का हाथ था. अब एक छोटी सी प्रेजेंटेशन उन दोनों के लिए. कौशल, कैन वी हैव द वीडियो प्लीज?
Hello everyone, this is Subhashini. First, I am saying thank you for giving me the opportunity for saying something about the mission Chandrayaan 2. नमस्ते, मैं सुभाषिनी कुमारी आप सभी का आभार प्रकट करती हूँ कि मुझे चंद्रयान 2 के बारे में कुछ कहने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है. मिशन चंद्रयान 2. The launching date of Mission Chandrayaan 2 is 22nd of July 2019. Chandrayaan 2 is the second lunar exploration mission developed by the Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO) after Chandrayaan 1. It consists of lunar orbiter and also include the Vikram lander and the Pragyan lunar rover, all of which were developed in India. मिशन चंद्रयान 2 हम सभी भारतीयों के लिए काफी गौरवान्वित है और साथ ही साथ इसमें एक महत्वपूर्ण बात ये रही कि करीब 30% महिलाओं 30% ऑफ वुमेन्स ने इसमें अपना सहयोग प्रदान किया था. So now I am telling about two women who had behind the success of Chandrayaan 2. In women's behind the success of Chandrayaan 2, there are two ladies. First one is Muthaya Vanita ji and second one is Ritu Karidhal ji. They are heading the curical ISRO mission Chandrayaan 2. They are making it ISRO's first ever space mission to be headed by women. यह इसरो का पहला एक स्पेस मिशन था जिसका प्रमुख संचालन महिलाओं ने किया था. Now I am telling about the both of the scientists. First one is Muthaya Vanita. Muthaya Vanita as a project director responsible for the success and failure of the Chandrayaan 2 project. Muthaya Vanita जी परियोजना निदेशक के रूप में चंद्रयान 2 का संचालन कर रही थी. She had been working with ISRO for the past 32 years. In 2006, she was awarded as the Best Women Scientist. वह पिछले 32 वर्षों से इसरो के साथ काम कर रही थी. वर्ष 2006 में उन्हें सर्वश्रेष्ठ महिला के रूप में सम्मानित किया गया था. And now the second one scientist is Ritu Karidhal. Ritu Karidhal as a mission director in Chandrayaan 2 and she has earlier working as deputy director of the Mars mission. Ritu Karidhal जी चंद्रयान 2 में मिशन निदेशक के रूप में कार्य करी और वह मंगल मिशन में भी उप निदेशक के पद पर कार्य करी थी. She is also referred to as the Rocket Woman of India. इन्हें भारत की रॉकेट वुमेन भी कहा जाता है. She has been working with ISRO since 1997. In 2007, she received an award as ISRO Young Scientist by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. वह 1997 से इसरो के साथ कार्य कर रही हैं. वर्ष 2007 में उन्हें इसरो के यंग साइंटिस्ट और भूतपूर्व राष्ट्रपति एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम के द्वारा पुरस्कारित किया गया था. तो इन महिलाओं की बातों को कहने के बाद मैं लास्ट में कुछ शब्द बोलना चाहती हूँ. इस संसार को शक्तिशाली स्त्रियों की जरूरत है. वह स्त्रियां जो दूसरों को ऊपर उठाती हैं, उन्हें कुछ बनाती हैं, स्त्रियां जो बहादुरी से अपना जीवन भी जीती हैं और वो संवेदनशील भी होती हैं. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू सो मच.
Now will I request Dr. Harshit Sinha sir to say some valuable words before ending today's event. Dr. Harshit Sinha sir.
First of all, Subhashini, your voice was looking great. You were hesitating while giving the voice to this, and she had this out that her accent is not that great, so she won't be giving. And Kanchan has given a lot of efforts and gave her a confidence to give the voice to this video, right? Because as we were talking about the MTI and all that, so we just wish she should give the voice, and how good it was looking, how sweet and meaty she voice lag rahi thi. It was really great. And of course the Divya voice, the previous video was a voice of Divya, which was also very nice, right? So before ending up and giving the vote of thanks, although you all are mine, everybody is my friend, my colleague, so but the formal thank I will be giving you after 5 minutes. Before that, I will be just sharing the idea of Harmony School for Moral and Human Values. So I would like to share the screen and is for that, just wait. So this is for all that the objective behind. See, we are talking about the women, the different other issues. So I always believe that the moral education is not at all the property or the intellectual right of the literate people. This should be going to all. All means every race, every person of the society, right? So with the objective, I had founded this Harmony School for Moral and Human Values, basically with the objective to just wait, I think I have shared a wrong screen, basically. Just wait. So the Harmony School concept actually lies that the idea behind is to create the balance between family, society, and nature, because these are the four major components which actually we lead throughout our life. And if our relationship with ourselves, with our family, with the society and the nature is good, then we actually get the complete continuous happiness and prosperity. The objective of the Harmony School for Moral and Human Values is the continuous happiness and prosperity. So we talk about what is a happiness, what is the configuration of human being, just giving a glitch that human being is a coexistence of self and body, and the requirement of self is different than the requirement of body. So we look forward for the requirement of body, that is the luxury, that is a comfort we look forward, but we search for the happiness which is actually which is a requirement of the self, and we are not following it out. We are following something else, and we are trying to get something else. So the confusions, chaos, frustrations, life is hell, even having the money and prosperity, everything, people are not happy because the relationships are not good within themselves. They are not aware about themselves, within their family, within society and the nature. So the disbalance is created. There are so many disbalances, and out of these disbalances, people are having everything material, but the happiness is missing. So the life is totally hell. So what we are trying to do, that we are trying to motivate people to excel for the actual and true happiness and get involved with the different social causes, basically. And we are promoting this year, basically, the two basic concepts, that is senior citizens, uplifting the quality life of senior citizens, and women, basically, and the quality of women life. They're facing the problem in the transport while they are moving to their offices and workplaces. They are so much eve teasing, and the transport workers take them differently. So the female protection, domestic violence, all those things we are taking up right now. So how we are doing it? We are not pushing people to get involved with this. We are just pulling people to know the happiness comes from where? The self to be served. Self means, I'm not talking about the soul. Soul is something related to a particular religion. We are not at all talking anything religious over here. So I talk about the self within us, what we are, and our body. So the body is the instrument of a self, and self is always looking forward for the satisfaction and happiness. So happiness is not coming just by earning money and money. Just we are purchasing the convenience, but not the happiness and peace of mind. But we are, that is coming. I always say, एक बार जरा 100 रुपए कमा के देखो और 100 रुपए दान करके देखो, किसी के लिए खर्च करके देखो, तो तुम्हें 100 रुपए कमा के जो तुमने उससे जो 100 रुपए की चीज खरीदी, उससे कितनी देर की खुशी मिलती है, और जो किसी को तुमने दान किया, किसी की हेल्प करी, उससे कितनी देर की खुशी मिलती है. You will find the great difference actually. So for that we are conducting workshops. That is there are 4 workshops we are having. That is Feel the Difference, Journey to Euphoria, Revive and Rebound Relationships. Today, nowadays, the people are really clashing with themselves. People are not understanding what they are. People are not understanding each other within the family. So the clashes and problems are there, and people are just getting introvert and frustrated because they are unable to express their problems to elsewhere, and they are unable to solve even the problem within themselves. So what is a real relationship? How we can maintain it out? How we can maintain healthy relationship? That is what is being taught, and so that good healthy life could be led by the people, and they should help others too. So that is what the fourth workshop is, that is achieve the excellence. Excellence, when we talk about the excellence, I always say we are always in a competition with others, and competition in my sense is a negative terminology, because once we compete somebody, we always push back someone to come up. आगे आने के लिए हम किसी दूसरे को पीछे खींचते हैं, या कोई एक पोजीशन हासिल करने के लिए किसी एक को हटना पड़ता है. But the excellence is a place where you have to fight within yourself. Competition means fighting to others, and excellence means fight with your own weaknesses, improve it, grow, and then fight, improve and grow, and then fight, fight and grow. So it grows you and you. So that is a permanent place for you. Then there is no competition with others. This is you who grows you. So once you are permanent, you will allow others to be that at that point, at that position. So then the happiness, then the actual level of self-actualization comes into the picture. So that is what the value of these workshops, which will actually transform the way you think, which is actually transform the way you actually see the world, see your life. The perception will be changed, and your inclination towards the happiness will understand, and you will be helping people. You will be getting the happiness by helping others. That is what the concept behind the Harmony School for Moral and Human Values. So this is for all individuals, students, families, corporates. These are the few workshops, so 1-day workshops. Few are the later workshops, or 2 or 3 days workshops, depending upon the curriculum it is being designed, especially for me, by me, for the people, to grow them, to excel them, to let them lead the right way of life, and to get the permanent space, permanent happiness for themselves, basically. So this is what one of the constraints of the Shiv Kripa Educational Trust. Everybody knows that I have a strong belief in Baba Bholenath, and he always held with me and always with me and the people I am associated with. So with the grace of God, we are having SSPS, that is Strategic School for Professional Skills, that is also doing good. That is for the youngsters to get the job. And right now we are also planning for say military personnel to train for the managerial skills and different other skills, to take them back to the mainstream of the life once they are retired from their job, because the tenure of the job is less for the military personnel. So that is what we are trying to do, because they serve the country at their fullest, the full enthusiasm and conviction. So we have the responsibility towards them too. So that is what the Harmony School. We have Seva Sankalp, we have one research journal for you all to get the things done, to be a research. If you are interested towards research, that will definitely be working and incline you to work towards. So that is what all about the Shift Rapa Educational Trust. This is just the beginning. I wish you all be associating for a good cause, and that is why I confidently say, associate with a good cause. We will go ahead, and helping people, growing ourselves, and growing the level of people. We will add value to the people basically. So with this words, I thanks a lot you all for staying for more than 1.5 hours with me at a very high dinner time rather, because we are virtual. I cannot offer you dinner. So thanks a lot you all once again for being the part of this webinar. This all went very good once again. All the panelists, Dr. Radhika, Dr. Shweta Roy, Manisha, Dr. Deepika is also, I was seeing she was available. She
Thank
has
you
some,
so much, sir.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah, and Deepika is also there. I think Deepika Arora is there, but she has some tooth issue. That's why she is unable to speak. And Monica Sharma, I was seeing she was there. There's so many colleagues and friends and students and my kids are there in the webinar. Thanks a lot, everybody, and thanks a lot once again for Kanchan. Kanchan is a very strong and resource and pillar to the society. She is working right from the she is working hard, and she is suffering from fever and throat and cough infection for last few days, but she is dedicatedly executed the entire webinar, because this is a 1.5 hour webinar, takes more than 3 to 5 days preparation. An entire team of mine, my should be that Pintu, I will call with a nickname, that Kaushal, Gaurav, and Divya, and everybody have done a great job. Great job. Thanks a lot. All the trainees rather, all the and Manisha and everybody, once again thanks to you all. We will meet again
Thank you so much,
at the
sir.
next webinar, next activity. So just keep in touch, keep posting, keep adding, keep tagging to the social media, and let the people know what we are doing. Thank you. Thanks a lot to you all. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just
Thank you, sir.
so.
Meet you
Okay,
soon.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Radhika ma'am and Shweta ma'am.
You, all of you, and love you all, students. Hope you will do well in your career and prosper well. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
another
Thank you, ma'am.
interactive webinar. So we are
Pardon?
another this type of interactive webinar.
We are going to have, we have a series of, you can go to the website of us, that is sspsindia.in. There is a calendar, activity calendar is there.
Yes.
So you can take the calendar, and there are regular webinars. Every 2 to 3 webinars will be there in every month on a occasion.
Definitely.
So these webinars will be there. I request you all to, if you love the place, you love the platform, add your friends. I am inviting all the intellectual good people, everybody to join this. I don't need any penny, no money is required. Just good people, good mind, good people with a good mindset and willing to do something for the society.
Definitely.
If they are not even join us, you will enjoy and you will do. That is what my objective of, right? So thanks a lot once again. Thank you very much. Thank you. And this was very well executed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Webinar. Thanks a lot. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
See you soon.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Kaushal, end the meeting. Bye.
Thank you.